applied for a grant to install a weather station on campus that students could go out and see. It's as a demonstration weather station. We do have other weather stations on campus, but a weather station that students could use for class, and that's actually continuously collecting data. It's collecting data right now. It has a web page that students can go to see how the temperature, the humidity, the wind speed, the wind direction, all of these meteorological parameters have changed in time. So students will both go out to see the weather station, but also they'll be working with the data online so that they can start to make their own inferences about what might have caused atmospheric changes on different timescales. I'm really excited about the potential for this weather station to be incorporated in other classrooms because the data are available online, and there are lots of things in the natural sciences that students study that are a function of the meteorological conditions. So I know we have different biology classes that, for example, go out and study the different plants on campus or perhaps observe birds on campus. And the meteorological data that we're collecting from this weather station can again provide some really helpful information about what might be impacting the observations that they made. So I'm very enthusiastic about its incorporation into other courses in the natural sciences.
More and more theaters, especially graduate school programs, but professional theaters as well, are now asking people to submit video recordings of their audition pieces. So I used the grant primarily, initially, to get a good high-definition camera so that we could get good recordings and our students would have a quality product to show. I also requested funding for a high-quality microphone and high-quality headphones. So then we were able to actually include a new component in that class, which is a voice acting component. And it really not only sort of increased student interest in that area of acting, but it also allowed me to teach something that I wasn't able to teach before that. It encouraged me to flip the classroom so that a lot of the content instruction I put on Sakai. And that gave us time in class to work together, both to learn the technologies, which I felt like was an easier thing to do if we were all in the room at the same time, but also to get a lot of practice sessions in the classroom while we had other people to give input and while I was able to give sort of personalized one-on-one instruction. These kind of technologies would be a really fantastic way to sort of provide those materials to students so that they can see themselves actually performing and make adjustments based upon what they see, not just what they've been told.
I was very lucky to receive PLUTO grant funding to purchase 2 DJI Phantom 3 drones, and there was also a generous lump sum of money to help train faculty and students. I wanted students to have more literacy with drones in general because they are becoming a more ubiquitous technology, and how to use these new semi-foreign objects that are influencing so many areas of study, have students adopt multiple perspectives and look at things from different angles. Students got a sense of, okay, what does it mean if I look from above? What does it mean if I look from below? And questions of power, right, go into that, questions of who gets to watch. I think that because drones are so interdisciplinary, it could open up a number of doors for areas like geosciences, like computer science, like the study of gender and sexuality. The act of having the drones has raised a number of questions for me as an instructor. How is the university connected spatially and politically to outside the university? The regulations that affect universities related to drones, as well as questions of data ownership and privacy.
I wanted to implement electronic lab notebooks in a collaborative setting in my course Experimental Physics. So the grant was to buy 6 Surface tablet computers with pen input. And the nice thing about getting the Surface tablets was you could write on the screen, and they're extremely portable, so you could take them anywhere you need to in the laboratory. Write on the screen, take pictures, and so you could use them like an electronic lab notebook, as well as a data analysis tool for doing spreadsheet analysis. It changed the whole way I structured the course. With an electronic lab notebook, there's no longer division between taking data and doing the analysis of the data. So this allowed me to model a more authentic way of doing science in the lab. Any course in which students blend handwritten notes together with electronic information, maybe like graphs, data, photos, charts, into something particularly that's collaborative among others would really benefit from an electronic lab notebook using a tablet.